Hello there YouTube, Turan here, and welcome to the third mission, 1215 Zhongdu, the Battle of Zhongdu, in this Mongol Empire campaign in Age of Empires 4. So this mission, this here, the quest for the world domination brought Genghis Khan to the world of China's prosperous capital, Zhongdu. So before I begin, I have some sort of dates. I've started this mission actually 3 times, and I've been able to reproduce a freeze, not just a CTT where just the executable is, but my whole system freezes. So I don't know what's up. I've sent an issue to the forums. Hopefully we'll get some clarity. I thought it was because of overclocking. I have underclocked everything back to stock settings, and hopefully it will go through. But the first time it started fine, but around half hour in, it froze. Then the second time when I tried to restart it, restart mission, it would always fail. So then what I did, I did continue mission that thankfully worked. I deleted the autosave to kind of get the slate clean, and then I was able to start mission. But what I was able to reproducible errors that I found was the first time I start mission is all fine, the video plays, map loads. But the second time, if I exit out from that map and start mission again, the video loads, but then the second time the map never loads. It's like 3/4 and then it freezes. So there's something wonky going on for sure. Okay, another thing I want to say is about the Kalka River battle. They did not have inclusion of humans in this representation, like Han Koten from how they did it in Age of Empires 2D. But at the same time, I think the Rus gets access to cavalry archers, and I think that's how they encompass them as part of the roster versus like a special allied unit or something. Another interesting thing about Kalka River that Han Kotian, this was his second sort of engagement with the Mongols, because he fled to his son-in-law Mstislav, and he said the famous words that today was my country, but tomorrow will be yours. And he kind of sort of predicted that, but that was a sensible prediction to make. There was a earlier engagement between Khan Kotian. He tried to ally the Alans, the Cherkessi, and I think the ideas of basically the sort of North Caucasus, and North Caucasus, what's interesting about that engagement is that the Mongols, even though they had Jebi and Sobotai had only 20k troops, to 2-mans, their ranks swelled up to 30k because they recruited local Kurds, Turkomans, and other peoples for basically freebooters, adventurers, or mercenaries looking for loot. And they're not in the sense that mercenaries, you pay them up front and they're mercenary. They engage in the promise of loot. So in the sense that they are free troops, that they provide their own food, and lodging and so on, but all that's paid up with the loot, I think. And what's interesting about the Mongol Empire, because unlike most other even tribal confederations and so on, they were fair in dealing out that loot, and that's why the ranks of the Mongol, even expeditionary forces like this one, could be swelled up in very quick succession. And what's interesting, even before that point, before the Kalka River, they had they went mostly through the South Caspian route, not the North Caspian route. And the North Caspian route, mainly because there are deserts there leading to the north, to like the Mangistau region, the Karakum, Kazakum, and there were more targets in Iraqi Ajam, basically the Persian part of Iraq, and that's how they went. They did fight a unified Georgian and Armenian army, and so the attack or the route to Kalka River, to the Rus, was more from southern direction, not so much from the eastern direction. Yeah. All right, then without further ado, let's begin this mission. Hopefully it doesn't mess up on us. Oh, last thing I remember with Kalka River in mission 1, I mentioned a Russian defense minister who has roots to Tuva, and Tuva are where the a smaller tribe of the Reni people, where Subotai is from, and his name is Sergei Shoigu. That's interesting because Sergei there are pictures of them in Tuvan clothing, and it looks very Mongolian to those who don't understand the differences between the Turkic peoples. But among the two peoples, because there are, even though the lifestyle, language, and clothing is similar, but especially in clothing, you could spot differences between, for example, a Kazan Tatar versus a Crimean Tatar, a Mishari Tatar versus a Nogai Tatar, and so on, and others, and Bashkirs, Chuvash, Bulgars, and so on. Bulgars, I mean the Volga Bulgars, not the Bulgaria how it was now. All right. So without further ado, let's begin.
Genghis Khan had successfully breached the Great Wall of China. He led his forces to the greatest prize in the East, the capital city of Zhongdu. He besieged the city, knowing that its inhabitants could not hold out forever.
The Battle of Zhongdu. Oh, interesting. It didn't. Usually it waits until. That's a little concerning. It waits until you see the date. And I ticked on the free DLC that came with the 4K HDR. Since I have HDR 10 put on, hopefully it will work. But maybe I'll go back to 1080p. Videos, because that was about 27 gigabytes, almost 30 gigabytes worth of 4K HDR 10 videos. So let me know in the comments if it was any difference. Anyways, the Battle of Zhongdu. Zhongdu was a shining beacon of trade, healing, and technology. To take the great city for himself, Genghis Khan would deploy a slow but reliable strategy: starvation. Another strategy they use is diverting rivers. So they kind of show here a river. They would divert rivers to deny a village or a town from a fresh water supply. Awesome, it's loaded. Or they would divert rivers to flood a village or a town. Another way, it's interesting. The Mongol army, in a lot of sense, used the natural, or at least the Jeb and Subutai and Genghis Khan used sort of naturalistic environmental ways of fighting. For example, if there was a town not behind stone walls, just behind wooden palisades, and everything in the town was wooden, which for the most part towns of that in feudal age were, they would get these flocks of birds, set on fire, and send them in the same direction, wind direction, toward the town, and then let the birds carry the fire. And that was actually shown in a Netflix series, Marco Polo. Well, of course, it was a dramatization, but it got some things right, and that was one of that. And another thing about the Mongol lifestyle overall was very super environmentally, I would say, almost militant, in the sense that like a river like this, fresh river, it was in Mongol culture and the Turkic culture too, even in Muslim culture now, it's kind of frowned upon. You were not allowed to bathe in fresh water because it was for the animals. If the animals or if it was polluted, the animals of livestock, the pastures, and then it would directly impact you. They saw that connection immediately, and that's why their hygiene was very poor, well, almost abysmal, because they had all the clothing on them at all times, and any clothing that would break away completely, only then they would get new clothing, and they would basically never bathe. The close to bathing was like sand bathing. Arabs had sand or dust bathing as well, but they also, of course, were much more hygienic with the water and so on, baths and so on. Another thing is that this sort of preservation of nature, and another thing about the civilization, nomadic civilization as a whole, it can only survive within the limitation of that steppe. So in that steppe, the steppe hard belt from the Pannonian Plain in Hungary all the way to the Manchu Plains. So this whole great sort of highway could only support so many cattle, horses, and human population. Beyond a certain point, it could not support that. And another sort of environmental sort of understanding of why Mongol campaign was so successful in this era is at this time it was it was undergoing it was much more fertile. Not only the belt expanded, but it was but there was a it was by seasonally it was very fruitful. Compare that to the time of Attila the Hun, for example, where the hard belt shrank. There was a mini ice age, and total war. Attila showed that the closer you are to temperate zones near the coast, to waters and Mediterranean, your crops would survive and so on. While the farther away you are, your crops would fail. And that's part of the migration of all the Germanic peoples and Turkic peoples as well. So that's another thing to consider, that they were blessed with, or they were lucky with, a very bountiful harvest and growth of not just the zone, the biological zone of the steppe, but its capacity to support a larger and healthier population. Anyways, again, I'm taking too long, but I'm just so excited about this, and I'd like to share with you guys. Anyways, hopefully let's start. Hopefully there won't be any freezes.
Bearing down on the gleaming capital of Zhongdu, Genghis Khan raised the black banner of war on his historic enemy, the Qin dynasty. To take the heavily garrisoned capital, the Mongols would have to starve its army by eliminating Chengdu's suppliers.
Alright,
But first, the Khan directed his warriors to raid Qin buildings and villages surrounding Chengdu.
What I'm doing right now, I'm splitting my forces right from the beginning.
Word of the army's wealth would spread, compelling Mongol soldiers from the north to join the fight, seeking spoils of their own.
Yeah, what I'm doing right now, I'm splitting my forces in roughly twos, because everything 5-5-5. Because you'll see why later. I'm kind of going off. First, we got a breakthrough here. Okay. Yes, so you'll see why in a bit. But we're gonna reach this bridge here where we're gonna split off. Okay, let's so here. Get over here. There's some coin here, gold. Attack everybody here. Okay, this number 2 will go north, 3 with the Han will go south. Explore here. There's an outcropping here that we can use, but actually I'm thinking I'm gonna try a different strategy and use a different outcropping. Okay, maybe splitting forces was not such a good idea. There seems to be much more forces here than I anticipated. Yeah, that's a little protected. I don't remember having to deal with so many. There is, hopefully... Yes. Maybe we can attack from this side. There you go. Now with those reinforcements we'll be able to...
Hearing of the Khan's successful raids, Mongol settlers and soldiers arrived to join his army. With his numbers steadily growing, the Khan turned his attention to the capital. He sought to starve Chengdu's army by cutting off its suppliers.
Okay, so see these lines? That's why we need to send this force one half to deal with the Norse and these guys here. Okay. More here. More here. And now these people, I'm actually gonna set up while this guy needs to go down. Come on. Push together. Okay. That's a low block. I was able to break it through last time, but this time, I don't know, maybe I'll wait for the reinforcements? Yeah, just get here. Yeah, so see, there's a middle area here that is really good. Where's this outcropping? Yes. So, what's good about this place, there's the confluence of, it's equidistant to both of these routes. So we'll be able to attack either. So town center, we're gonna set up here. Gear here, pasture here. Where are the villagers? Come on! You gotta get down there. Okay, you start getting the food. Start with the wood, I guess. We need to build up a lot. Okay, so see, there's already and we can intercept them here. There. Nothing from the south yet. Right now, we're just gonna play interception until we can grow in strong enough an army to start pushing back. Right now, they're not strong enough to take on the villages, I don't think. We'll try, but let's attack this village maybe. And see, we can intercept them like this. Anybody from the right? Nobody from the right yet.
Genghis Khan's army struck down the trader that was headed to resupply Chengdu. For every trader killed, Chengdu lost several days' worth of supplies. The Mongols were systematically choking the city and starving its garrison.
Oh, see, they're attacking my villagers here. I need scouts. Anybody coming down the pipe? No. But there's one from that village. Sources from that, and now try to intercept this guy. See this confluence where they meet at the crossroads? That's a big idea. Oh no, we missed this one. How? Get out. I'm guessing. Yeah, that was a bit too slow. Who else is coming? Okay. We gotta add more, get food. I need the stable. Oh, I need this thing. I need the oval. No, no. Good job. Get this. Who's coming? Oh, this guy's coming down the pipe. Oh, nice. We're getting. There you go. Stay here. There's another one coming. On the right. Come on. Okay, soldiers are coming down there. This. Oh, I didn't see what happened. Can't repair that. Go to the middle. Also go to the middle. Anybody coming from here? Nope. South? Nope. Let's build another pasture. We could hunt. There's great hunting here. Actually, that might be a good idea. I really need wood. Barracks, nice. Yes, there's a southern one. Let's attack him. Q for faster speed and more armor. That. Okay, now with these guys. Go over here. Okay, get down. They're attacking us more here. We might need... Oh, we do have men-at-arms. For some reason they were not available. We have crossbow as well. Get over here. Oh no! Keep getting...
A Qin trader made it safely into the city and reported on the Mongols' numbers and movements.
What? Which one?
Zhongdu would now allocate any military supplies it received to rallying counterattacks on the steppe invaders.
I don't... What? Which one got through?
As the Mongols continued to sabotage the city's supplies, Chengdu's garrison grew weaker by the day.
Yeah, you make more pastures. Okay. This is interesting. Like something is, it must be a glitch or not on the campaign because we have men-at-arms here available. I need stable. Maybe they're cutting past us here? Get back here because the next one probably will be hit from there. That's what I thought. Yeah. You might. Oh my goodness, what are you guys doing? Everywhere except when they need to be. I think they were busy fighting these guys. North. I think this mission was bugged the first time I played it. Now this is definitely harder this time around. Let's build a tower. Keep making villages. Oh wow, we have no soldiers. They really whittle us down here. Get him. This horseman is something. Yeah, hunt. Okay, we have barely no troops there. Get down. Yeah, we won't be able to stop all of them. Yeah, get out. Get back here. Oh wow. Okay, this is not as I remember it. Definitely tougher. Try to get this one. Okay, upgrade. Get back. Yeah, we're at Benning's house. Did they kill them? Oh my goodness. Back here. Wow, they're really coming. Build a tower here. This tower needs to be feudal age. We need feudal age really kind of badly here. Some spearmen. Yeah, we abandoned this house. How did they get cut down so fast? Upgrade that. Oh boy. At least we're getting the stuff here. Keep making bills. Come on, need more horsemen. Maybe And last one, not safe for an upgrade. Yeah, hunt. No, no, you. Yes. Get more people on food. Okay. Attack it. Anybody from the... Oh. Nice. Okay, more soldiers. Oh wow, there's so many attacks happening. Upgrade that, actually you. Can we get... Yes. That will help.
Despite the Mongols' efforts to stop them, enough Qin traders had entered Zhongdu to fully resupply its military.
Yeah, that's...
Choosing their moment, the Qin launched a counterattack.
Attack! You, stable. Actually, can you mine gold from here? That'll be helpful. Rescue my leader, okay. Knight. That'll be helpful. Can we stop? Nope, we did not. Stable. They're saving game time.
Chengdu devastated by starvation. The walls of the great Qin capital were devoid of soldiers, and only a diminished garrison remained. Desperate and isolated, Zhongdu could no longer resist. The time had come for Genghis Khan to launch his assault on the city.
Come on, I need still more troops. At least now the towers are doing something. And we're getting upgrades here. Let's get those upgrades. Gold, wood, food.
The Mongols put down the Qin counterattack, but another would soon come if Qin traders continued to resupply Chengdu's military.
I think I like killed most of my villagers. Can we build a town center here? Yes, that would be helpful. Oh great, Ovu is depleted. Well, that's not ideal. Oh, rare time. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Prepare that. Just too late to do that. Okay, you. This seems a safer spot. Unfortunately. Archer range. I'm gonna put this here, and you'll see why I can make my troops faster. We're gonna attack. Keep feed. I think they stopped sending the reinforcements. Somebody's inside? Let's destroy the outside villages. That would help, I think. And what we really need is this tech, Raid Bounty. And you guys, I need some of you to build there. So then we'll get even more resources. Okay, get back here. Did they build it? Yes. Get back to wood cutting here. Build a tower, maybe to support defense. Actually, 4-foot people might be good, but it's just... Where are you going? Oh, wow. Travel down here. I mean, no. Well, some will be any good. Otherwise, more knights, lancers. Okay. 16. I need come on. fight against this scout. Pretty effectively. Okay. Okay, we've stabilized. How much? That's not enough. We will need some more Mandai. Let's build a defensive tower here. Nice. So it kind of that's a distance. I need a blacksmith actually. But a blacksmith next to this. So we gotta break through this defense. Is there any other stone? There is a stone quarry here. That's a bridge. Let's build a blacksmith and then move it around. Same as the market. Oh well. They're actually attacking. You know, I'm gonna send. So see, 4, 5 is more than enough for 16-foot villagers. Go over there. You build a market. Let's see if we can place it. I don't know. So it's about equal. Got any strength here. Okay. Nice. Because last time I set up here and I was barely attacked. But I think I also messed up the trigger somehow. Because they also barely attacked me. Make a gear drop off village. Blacksmith set up here. Not you. Oh, I built the wrong thing. I built a town center. Well, not that. No, it's not. Won't hurt. Okay, let's just end these 3, and that should be enough. You. Maybe one more tower there would be good. We can't go higher age. Okay. Let's do this. Upgrades. Oh yes, we definitely need this wheelbarrow upgrade. Woodcutter, that. Gold mine. Armor and siege. They're almost done. Oh, there's a pour there. So, Okay. Is there any neutral market to trade with? Okay, that's good. Here, I'll keep training for a defensive force. Well, I'll send this guys over there. Nice. No, you go here. And another thing we do need is a tower near this, because the tower has another 25% pillage, which will be really needed. No, that's their market. Maybe we could keep one. Too late. Maybe I should have kept one to just trade with. Don't. I want to save it for this. Yes. Is there a way around this way? Oh, I think there is. So let's keep this market alive, I guess. So we can start trading with it. Repair this. Let's break through this blockade. Oh, this is like across the river. So close to my little research village here. No, I think that's good here. What can you do? Hunt deer, I guess? Or all the deer are hunted? All the deer are actually hunted. We made a defensive force. There were those few sheep here we missed. Actually, you guys create some rams for us. Go get these. Let's hit this town. And this time I'm gonna keep the market, probably. There's another gold mine here. Oops. Speak of the devil. Actually go get this, it should be safer up there now. Another thing why I wanted to attack this later, because of they will give more resources. 175 versus 50. But that did make it for kind of a crazy early game. Archers go into this one. Okay, now these are ready to attack. So whenever we need to, we can attack. Oh, this is fog. It's too far out. Okay. Can y'all build me a new... The only one I see is here. We could actually relocate down here as well. Attacking from the north I think would be best. We have reinforcements from there as well. Yeah, bring them down here. There's another bridge here. I don't know where that leads. Oh, that's actually a pretty nice area too. Look, there's food. Actually, that's nice. Get over here. What do we see? We saw something. Get up! Attack! Nice, move. I'm just thinking outposts for faster movement speed. Blacksmith. Set up on the river. Here. Nice. Oh, there's a little boat. Let me see what's across here. There is a neutral trade post! Okay, how? Then that means we can trade. Let's trade from here down on the left side. That's perfect. Not that we need it, I don't think, but for the sake of completeness. Okay. I want to see this path. Can you get there? Where does this little path lead to? Has to be a little village, no? Oh, just a stone. Oh, stone. This one's a medium, not bad. Oh, they're lumberjacks. Okay, I need this. That. Nice. So for some even more armor. So now I don't need the enemy market. I can start trading with this market. Yeah, you just join the shepherds. Nice. Is it firing? I don't think it's firing. Now, I think we've got almost all the upgrades. Build a defensive tower just in case. We're kind of... No. Maybe it's not... No, it's needed for protection of... for protection of this... of that town. Oh no, still a little bit left. Why does the ally attack? It's supposed to be me, there's no ally. That's a little confusing. Oh, that actually fires. Oh wow, they're going right to the river's edge. The garrison can see. I want 2 more scouts. Let's see where this leads. Yeah, get over here. Okay, we're ready. Let's just see where this leads. That's water, I think. Oh, there's another village here. Now somebody was saying that the texture was small, too large. We need to... I think that it's in an effort to make it more playable in more systems. But I wouldn't mind an HD texture pack, like a 4K or 2K, 4K texture pack. I think that'll be cool to add even more visual fidelity. Let's stay hidden here. This will probably be our attack path. Where does this go? From here. Oh man, the beginning was so rough. I lost like so many villagers. Definitely not how I anticipated it coming. This has a lot of vision. Wow, just for vision alone, you should be building these guys. Well. Let's strike then. Go to path that the army did not go. This is the path here. Time to attack. Do we have... Some of these did not have upgrades. Oh, is that firing at us? Oh, they have way more line of sight. So I gather all the sheep. All the sheeps. Oh, they turn white or gray, Gaia, or neutral, and then they turn to your color. That's interesting. That displays probably how the code works. Yeah, that's another thing I need to get into a habit. Just create a lot of scouts early to find out all the nooks and crannies. Like finding out about this is great. Yeah, they need to get rid of this fog when you look from far away. Okay. Attack this. You get on the wall here. You guys get ready. getting in the way of our tower. Come on, get on the wall. Nice. Now we're firing from their walls
Khan
down.
unleashed the wrath of his Mongol warriors on the heart of the beleaguered city.
We can actually attack these? I did not know that we can attack them with soldiers. Look at that. So the Stonewall Tower is attackable by cavalry, but not the gate, I think. Attack! No, we don't need these guys. You stay here on the wall. Armor. We have more armor than we need. Palace. They still have some soldiers. It's not like they don't have anybody. Oh, there's Genghis Khan himself. Nice. I think it's a different model than I thought before. Yeah, attack from behind. Don't let them. Okay, you guys. You take care of the palace. Where's the Spirit Way? You take care of them. Oh, that's the university. Okay. I think that's it. Military. You take care of the academy. You go take care of the Spirit Way over here.
The Great Qin Monument was put to flame. Mongol victory was within reach.
No, focus on the academy. How's it healing? I saw little plus signs. Ah, because of Spirit Way, probably. Soldiers in the Sinti heal. I lost most of my melee front line. There you go. No, Spirit Way, come on.
The city was ready to fall in the wake of the destruction wrought by the Mongols.
And also rectangular, that's very, yeah, that's... Oh, the gong.
Zhongdu fell to the wrath of Genghis Khan's warriors, yielding great riches for the Mongol Empire. The sacking of Zhongdu would be remembered as one of Genghis Khan's most devastating victories. But this was just the beginning of his quest to create a global empire under Mongol rule.
Alright, no, good thing no freezes this time. Okay, let's see Pirish from history to a Mongol spirit banner. To a Mongol warrior, the horse was a supreme animal. Its power, spirit, and endurance were vital to his survival and in leading him to victory. As worshippers of the eternal blue sky, Tengri, Mongol warriors believed they could harness the power of nature by raising a personal banner of horsehair to capture the force of the wind. Black hairs were used in times of war and white for peace. Over a warrior's lifetime, his banner would be infused with his spirit and become the guardian of his soul in death. The warrior would be remembered by his descendants and kept close to his family through the reverence of his spirit banner. Nice. That's explained why they have the horsehairs on the spears. That I've seen this. Let's see the making the Mongol bow.
The Mongols were famed for their archers, and at the heart of their success was the clever engineering of the Mongol bow. The Mongol bow was part of a family of bows. Different cultures made these in varying shapes, but they were all made of the same materials. They were all composite bows, assembled from several parts. Lucas Novotny is a world-class horse archer and a master composite bow maker.
Here we have a wooden core. That's what we begin with. The core is basically the invisible part of the bow. All we see in a bow is always the flesh. However, we never see the skeleton. Just like in a human, we know it's there.
The wooden parts are fitted together with precision joints, giving the bow its distinctive shape.
Okay. Now, we have the tips. They go in like so.
These tips of the bow are non-bending. They act as levers that allow you to draw a much stronger bow than you normally would be able to. It's a genius bit of engineering.
The next stage in assembling the composite materials is to laminate the wooden core with strips of horn. A tool called a tendiek ensures that even pressure is applied to the glued surfaces.
That's a lot of pressure. I have to work to really kind of keep this in place.
Horn resists compression and stores energy. It is the muscles of the bow. The bowmaker then applies the sinew. This is dried animal tendons that have been pounded and shredded to produce fine fibers of considerable tensile strength. Bundles of combed sinew are moistened with water, then soaked in glue made from the swim bladders of fish. The sinew is applied carefully, layer by layer. One medieval text states that all of the skill lies in the laying of the sinew.
You have to really be quick with your hands. You have to make sure the fibers are straight.
Keeping the sinew straight is essential. If the limbs are not perfectly true, the bow risks twisting in action.
A finished Mongol bow is usually covered with leather or birch bark to protect it from the elements. But the horn is exposed. That is where the power is.
In the hands of highly skilled mobile horse archers, the Mongol bow became one of the most legendary weapons in history.
That's good form. Wow, nice. Yeah, there were some sort of lags and such, so I think I'm gonna go back to the normal, not 4K videos, because that definitely was not the case for the normal videos. Not as much, at least. Alright, let's just double check that this is
Genghis
here.
Khan had
Yeah,
successfully
we've seen this
breached
one.
the Great Wall of China.
So that was mission 3. See you in mission 4. Over and out.